This isn't a video about whether the Elantra has fog lights or not. It's about whether everyone is looking at the same evidence about the fog lights that the state relied on before reaching their conclusions. Creators are asking viewers to reject the state's conclusions by giving the impression that everyone is talking about the same evidence. The internet doesn't decide what evidence the state relied on. The court records do. Before I continue, I want you to hear the argument exactly as it was presented by Pav.
And I'm going to show you the truth based on the evidence. And it all revolves around the white car with the headlights at 253 on Nevada Street and Stadium Way. Because there is no other video of Kohberger coming back up to his apartment, and there would be if he went back to his apartment and went north. The only video evidence of a vehicle is the one with fog lamps, which is why Cy Ray does not want to talk about fog lamps right now, I assure you.
Everything you just heard depends on a single assumption, that the image being relied on is the same image that the state relied upon when identifying the suspect vehicle. Fortunately, we don't have to guess. The court records tell us.
The following is intended to be a summary of the collected surveillance footage, highlighting pertinent sightings which appear to show vehicle matching the description of Vehicle 1, or sightings of individuals matching the description of Kohberger on November 13th, 2023.
The vehicle identification relied on imagery beginning after approximately
3:26
a.m. The image that's become the centerpiece of the current fog light discussion was taken approximately
2:53
a.m. Those aren't the same images. That's not my opinion. That's what the court record says.
Now, before anyone reads more into this
than they should, let me be clear about what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that there aren't legitimate questions about the imagery the state actually relied on after approximately
3:26
a.m. There may be. Those images deserve to be examined just as critically as any other evidence in this case. But that's a different discussion. The first question has to be whether everyone is evaluating the same evidence or not. There's one more document that deserves to be part of this conversation. Before the probable cause affidavit was ever filed, Moscow police publicly described the suspect vehicle as having no front license plate and no fog lights.
A review of camera footage indicated that a white sedan hereafter suspect vehicle 1 was observed traveling westbound in the redacted block of Indian Hills Drive in Moscow at approximately 3:26 a.m. and westbound on Steiner Avenue at Idaho State Highway 95 in Moscow at approximately 3:28. On this video, it appeared suspect vehicle 1 was not displaying a front license plate, nor did it appear the vehicle had fog lights on the lower portion of the front bumper, based off video obtained from the redacted located at redacted. This was the video which captured suspect vehicle 1 crossing South Main Street from Steiner Avenue to Lauder Avenue at approximately 3:28 a.m.
This doesn't prove every conclusion investigators reached was correct. It does show they were aware of those characteristics before the PCA was written and long before this became an internet debate. That's why I think we've gotten ahead of ourselves. Before we decide whether the state's experts got it right or wrong, we should first make sure we're basing the argument on the same evidence the state evaluated.
And I'm going to show you the truth based on the evidence. And it all revolves around the white car with the headlights at 253 on Nevada Street and Stadium Way.
Because once that changes, you're no longer credibly questioning the state's work. You're asking people to reject the state's conclusions based on imagery outside the state's identification of Mr. Kohberger's Elantra. The easiest argument to win is the one that nobody's actually been making. If you like my videos and how I present the information, please subscribe and like the video.